Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Jose Quintana gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Lefty Jose Quintana taking the bump right now. Really like this guy. Not overpowering, but great command of the fastball. And he does something a lot of lefties don't do. He'll come in with that fastball to righties. 3-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Throws all 3 for strikes. Not an overpowering guy, but he is really a control artist.
Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen,
okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there. Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed. Skied into straightaway right. Souza's after it. But he won't get to it. It drops in behind him. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. Ahmed takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
A ball and a strike. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Going back is the left fielder. Gone! Back-to-back homers. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
No balls and a strike to count. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And that's the second out. Eduardo Escobar standing in. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's got 8 hits in 31 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Now here it comes. Another one sent foul. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Ground ball left side. Bryant's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2. Digging in now, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs, the shortstop, Javier.
Now here's the pitch. Bounced weakly near the plate, but it gets foul. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
The 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Into center field, line drive base hit. Baez will head for second. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
This is exactly what you want to do when you've gone down by 2 runs. Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning and gets them going with a double. Now if they can scratch a run or 2 across this inning, they'll be right back in this one.
He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Comes set with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Baez leads off second with nobody out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And it's fouled away. A payoff pitch one more time. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, who was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0 for 4 line. First offering on its way. Reined in. To second for 1, on to first, and they turn the double play. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 2-1 ball game. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make 1 bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Marte is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Settling in now, Carson Kelly. In yesterday's ball game, he launched a couple over the wall, so we'll see if he's got some more thump in that bat here in this one. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Quintana's got his target. Here it is. Hit on the ground to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Now at the plate, Christian Walker hitting .500 in the series so far, 4 for 8. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
The 1-2.
Nope, that's down.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Diamondbacks down in order. They lead it 2-1. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series, 0 for 7. Now here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that's it.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Souza Jr. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Albert Almora, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. So here's Albert Almora next. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Comes set, now the pitch. This is skied into short left center. Marte calls everybody off as he takes control for out number 2. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. He's set and the pitch.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Had a rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike 1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Into the box now, Alex Young, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. And that misses 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Bryant has a tough play, but he ranges back to put it away for the first out. 1 gone in the Arizona third, and that'll bring up Starling Marte. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. A softly hit ball here, foul off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nick Ahmed, and he might still be a bit winded after the inside the park home run in his first at-bat. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1-2. Back to the top of the order now, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Now here's the pitch, and he's way off balance with the swing there. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a huge swing by Baez, and a ball sent to deep left field, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Solo home run there for Javi Baez. Home run number 5 on the year, and with it the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
The batter, number 13.
At the plate, David Bodie. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Escobar will back up and put this one away just past the dugout for the first out.
Now batting.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit back up the middle, scooped up, and there's out number 2.
Now batting.
The next Cub up, Victor Caratini, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So Anthony Rizzo will have a chance to bat this inning following the base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. We play all set for the start of the 4th. Striding in once again, Ketel Marte. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Diamondback center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
3-0 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. After it is Souza. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now back, left field.
Stepping up now, David Peralta. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A bouncer up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
He had just retired 9 straight batters right there. He hadn't been in a stretch in a long time. Let's see if the offense can break through.
So here's Eduardo Escobar to the left side, but it's well foul. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Standing in, Carson Kelly. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. In there, 1-2 now.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Line to the right side, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. No balls and 1 strike. Comes set, and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Count even now at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder. Steven Souza will be next. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder.
So digging in now, Steven Souza. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Two-0 count. The pitch hit the other way out toward right field. And Marte will make the grab, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Racing back the left fielder at the track, into the bleachers, and gone.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the third homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Ildemaro Vargas is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. Hit to third. Bryant's got it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Alex Young. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now. First pitch is a curveball that's inside. 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Marte possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. 2-0 now. The pitch. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. And the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line to the right side, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
That was a well-executed pitch right there. Change up, down and away, but he just got beat with it. Nice job to flip it the other way into the outfield for an opposite field base hit.
Nick Ahmed stands in as he looks at a called strike. The 0-1 delivery. There he goes. Pitch is a called strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. 0-2. Here it is. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 for the Diamond. So striding in, Albert Almora. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. From the stretch. Fouled away. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. Lifted in the air to center field. Marte is there, and he has it for the first out. Digging in. Jason Hayward will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Hayward, or often just J-Hay, who was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Throw gets him. 2 down. First delivery to him on the way. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Here's a huge swing by Baez and a ball sent to deep left field. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Well, his team took the lead, and he's able to notch 2 outs, thinking he's going to shut him down here and preserve the lead. Not so fast. Batter comes up, laces a 2-out double, and is a base hit away from coming home to tie this thing.
0-1 the count. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip this one onto first as he works his way out of the... Casey Sadler takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Ready now, Ketel Marte. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next to the diamond.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, David Peralta. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. This is pulled into right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Into the box, Eduardo Escobar. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now batting. The catcher, Carson Kelly.
At the plate now, Carson Kelly. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. And another foul ball. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Ready now, 2-strike pitch on its way. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now, Christian Walker.
Hey, in the last at-bat when he hit that home run on an off-speed pitch, he didn't really crush it, but he certainly hit it well enough to drive it out of the ballpark.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that.
In just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. And he is in there. And the second run will score as they've pushed the margin here to 5-2 now.
The batter number 50, second baseman. Vargas.
So now to the plate, Ildemaro Vargas. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And he fouls this one off. 2 out here and a runner at second. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Into center field, line drive base hit. Now a long throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have.
The pitcher, number 49, Alex.
Kyle Ryan takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Standing in now, Alex Young, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fouled off. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Digging in once again, Chris Bryant. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Grounded down the third baseline. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Marte will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. Now batting, Victor Caratini. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Pitch on the way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Marte on the move. And now it'll kick around in the corner. The throw into second. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Now in the box, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Marte is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs. Digging in next will be Starling Marte. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Ryan is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change.
The bat, number 13.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone! Ketel Marte will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Again, he sends it out of play. Lined hard toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if he'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
Fouled away. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Oh, look at the sliding stop. The 0-2 delivery. A runner at first with no outs here. And he got him.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. Now at the plate.
leading off for the Cubs, the right fielder, Steven Souza Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Marte will wait on it. And he's got it for out number 1.
Now batter.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. No hits to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knob.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. 0-1, here's the pitch. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Here's Javier Baez. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
And he fouls this one off. A runner on first with two away. Again, another foul ball. The next 0-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. This one pretty. Rowan Wick comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
3-2, full count. And the payoff pitch. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Christian Walker, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. Grounded up the first baseline, and Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Dan, some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Your attention, please.
Stephen Vogt will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 21, Stephen.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Fouled off. The 1-1 home.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hey!
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that. And
looking at a fastball to end the inning. 1 left for Arizona. Stephon Crichton is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 58.
Stepping in, David Bodie. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped up. Walker is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Red Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike now. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
there's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. The swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And that's off the scoreboard. What a blast. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Ready with the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Another 0-2 coming. Check the swing there, and Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball 1. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. The 1-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Line toward right center, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Hey guys, that fires me up right there. He stuck his nose in there, grinded out a 10-pitch AB, and delivers a knock. That was fun to watch.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 count, and the pitch. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. Runners on first with one down. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And it's fouled away.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Another 2-2 offering. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a 2-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. 4th home run here in the early going as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game. Archie Bradley answers the call now, looking to get this.
Number 25. Archie Bradley.
Stepping in now, Steven Souza. As he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bradley, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
The center fielder.
In now, Albert Almora. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more.
Yep, that ball went out.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is. Here's Starling Marte. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Starling Marte.
Line to the right side. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the ninth.
Hey, this looks like it could be a bit.
Craig Kimbrell takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Kimbrell pauses. Here he comes. Kimbrell is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. 1-0 the count. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Digging in, David Peralta, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day. And we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Grounded to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Andrew Chafin comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 47.
Ian Happ will be summoned to pitch.
Number 8. Ian.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Fouled away. Chafin playing here in his age 29 season. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Ready on 0-2. Sent out to straightaway center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
He's set, and the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Marte is there, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in, Chris Bryant. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Line drive to left. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball